Oh my gosh, Egg's here. Before I was even ready. Hi, it's me, Scott. Hello, everyone. It's kind of messy back there. Oh no, how embarrassing. I've left my super lube out. This is some multi-purpose synthetic grease. I'm gonna use it for the musical chair, which is basically almost done, I guess. The thing I'm really putting off, I need to do some software work on it, but then I have to document it, and that seems hard. Um, it's good. It's good. I use it on, well, I used to use it on my old 3D printer. I don't know if it's okay to use on the new one. I assume it's fine. Probably fine. It's food grade. So that's gonna be great. Hi, hello. I wanted to do so Egg. I enjoyed that. What was it called? The flats puzzle. I'm embarrassed that I completely forgot about the rule set because I got too distracted by the thermometers. But it's good. I like that. I really love the color set thing that you have going on in a few of your puzzles, where there's an additional 1 to 9 set. It's great. So. Wait, you got auto-modded? How come I couldn't? I didn't even see it. Did you say something inappropriate about the super lube? Okay, so the thing that I want to do. So Helio posted a couple puzzles using remote sums, which I'm behind on the time, so I don't even know what a remote sum is. So we'll learn together what a remote sum is. I'm sure. I'm really late to the party. Wait, lube is a banned word? That's weird. I didn't see the auto mod though. But I feel like Twitch never works right. By right, I mean, oh, it does. This says I'm not even online, so maybe I need to refresh the Twitch window. I mean, the auto mod. I am not bothered by strong language. I had the auto mod on for, people saying actually offensive things. Which I guess Twitch probably lets you distinguish between those things, strong language and like actual slurs, but the lube is surprising. Lube is surprising. Let's leave it on all the way because I'm just interested to see what it will trigger on. So, okay, I'm just gonna go into this, and it's gonna be great. We gotta pick a background. Oh, I did love this ocean one. What if that same? I almost said setter. I don't think people who write shaders are called setters. How about author? Has anything good? A cute duck. That's pretty cool. This is broken. Can I break it again? What a cool Dance Dance Revolution one. God, this one is really good. I'm very impressed with that one. Uh-oh. Wow, Egg, I thought you normally spent like 90 minutes on a puzzle. Is this one... is this going to be your longest set? I think I broke the thing again. Okay, I really need a better strategy for picking these backgrounds. Love the look of that one. All the ones I really like the look of have a warning on them. It's just a beautiful marble. Let's do this green marble because that's really, gosh, what a beautiful shader. Wow. Let's do this one because it makes you think of German whispers. Okay, let's restart this. And let's think about what remote sums are. So we have normal Sudoku, German whispers, which maybe definitely an A tier, if not S tier, rule set. And the remote sum, so a digit X in a cage points to a second digit Y located X cells away, vertically or horizontally, and the number at the top. So, well, this could never be a 5. Is it? I was about to say if this were a 5, but I guess it couldn't be. If this were a 1, it would mean that one of these is 9. Am I understanding these rules correctly? If this was a 1, one of these would be 8. Oh, right, under it. That's true. Thanks, LM. I don't know why I excluded this one. I don't know why I decided that. Hey, actually, I really liked the like above below constraint in that flats puzzle was really cool. I liked the way that worked out. That the like the either or and was pretty good. Okay, so where do we want to start in this? So for the place to start. This music is like, I don't know what's going on with this music. I feel like Pretzel got purchased by Song Trader, which maybe is a neutral thing, but in my mind it's a bad thing, and I feel like it's gotten worse. Maybe that's just... Scotcha, how's it going? Kyle! Hello, everyone. Yeah, I don't know about these playlists. Like, I feel like the chill station that we used to listen to is now behind a paywall. Which, I guess if I had been careful over time, we could listen to disco. Yeah, I don't know. None of this is really what I want to listen to. You gotta pay extra to listen to chill music. Pretzel, I don't know. I don't know what to do with. What do I do? What do I do with Pretzel? What do we do here? There was that cool thing known as, I forgot what it was called, Music Brains. It wasn't Music Brains. It was something similar to that. Music Brains was the CDDB thing. It was the thing that was just like an AI music generator that was reasonably good, and then I think TikTok bought it and shut it down. Okay, we should probably actually do this puzzle, right? Where do we start? Do we start with the remote sums? Now I feel like all this music is distractingly terrible. Okay, maybe this one's not too bad. This one is pretty interesting because it has to be... Okay, right. Well, okay, we know this. This... no matter what the other circumstances are, at the end of the day, this is 2 digits that sum to 4. Right? It's going to be A plus B. And so the only way to do that in a Sudoku is 1, 3. What's interesting about that is that that means that there's a 3 1 away, which could not be here because that'd be double low on a German whisper, or it means that there is a there's a 3 1 away, or there's a 1 3 away. Do we have adequate information to decide about that? If I put a 3 here, or is that not true? I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. It would be outside. So it's broken. It just can't go this way. Is that right? Because a 1 would put a 3 here, and that would be a sad story. And a 3 would put a 1 here, which should be high, not low. Yeah, okay, thanks, LM. I'm still waking up. LM, actually, everyone, this goes for everyone, but especially you at the moment, LM, your patience as I stumble through these things. So it feels to me like we're indexing down either way, right? We can't index here or here. So we're either indexing to here or here. I don't really know how to pencil mark that. But either way, this is low, right? And that means this is low, and that means these are high. So this is going to be a high digit indexing a 10. This can be 6, 7, 8, or 9, presumably. If it goes this way, it could only be 6, but... Well, it could never be 9, because we could never be 9 digits away, right? Oops, sorry. Yeah, 9 indexing is going to be trouble. Sorry, I got to respond to this. Okay, so that is definitely not a 9. So it's 6, 7, or 8. So it definitely goes down then, right? Because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going this way. So this digit indexes down here. And that makes it 4, 3, or 2. Am I understanding this correctly? Maybe. Maybe. I feel like I'm slowly getting there. So that would be 4, 3, 2. Up here, this is not a 4 because we'd have double 6, and this is not a 6 because we'd have double 1. The thing that's funny, I guess that would just force this to be a 2. I'm just thinking about this being a 1, 3 pair, forcing a 2 here. But that seems fine. And if it's 1, or if it's 3, 1, then that doesn't cause anyone any harm. This music's got, I don't know what to do with this music today. So if we did choose to go down, we would be saying that this was a 1, and so the parity would be like this. Whatever low digits are down here, one of these digits is low, right? And it's not 1, 3. So 2 or 4 goes down here, and 4 couldn't go there. So if that depends on the parity. I guess I'm just saying there's no 1s and 3s in here. Which is interesting, right? Because that does also mean it just puts a fair amount of pressure on the high digits. Because we need... Well, that's annoying, because this one could be low. If it was 3 and 1. But... So we don't really know, but we know for sure that there's a low and a high here, and it's not 1 or 3. There's a low and a high here. The problem is the 1 could sneak up. But the 2 or the 4 being here has some implications. You have to have a 4 next to a 9. I don't know if this is the thing to think about right now. Maybe it's not quite the thing to think about. 11 is a minimum of 2. I like this. I feel like I'm not... Definitely not in the rhythm of it yet. I mean, this does feel... It feels... This is definitely not a 1. Would never be a 1. It could be a 2 only if one of these was a 9, which would definitely force a 4 in the middle. And it's definitely not a 3, and it's definitely not a 4. So if it's if this is a low digit, it could only be a 2. But it kind of sort of feels like it could be a high digit. But maybe it can't. Well, we have already said it could never be a 9, right? It's not possible to have a 9 in here. So it's 2, 7, or 8. So it's either 3 here or 4 here, because we can't index up or down with that, unless it's a 2 and then it's double 9. Wait, I don't know, why did I say that? That wouldn't have to be a 4 at all. Why did I say that? I was, for some reason, thinking that this meant both of these are 9, but that's not true. It only has to be one or the other. This couldn't be the 9, though. If this was 2, 9 would have to be here, because it couldn't be here, because this would have to be low in this scenario. But it feels like you... No, that's a little interesting, actually. Hang on. I was about to say you could put a 4 here, but I think you can't. Oh, okay. Well, I want to think about this for a second. I don't know why I put all these digits here, but I would just want to think through them for a second. A 5 is never on a German whisper. The weird thing about trying to put a 4 here is a 4 means that this is definitely a low digit. And it means that, what does it mean? It means that if we try to put a 4 here, this definitely has to be a 9, but then this is low. And if this is low, it's required that one of these is 9, so this couldn't be a 9 because it would see both of those. So that's not a 4, which is kind of interesting, but it... Four could never go here. These are, I mean, this one's pretty restricted too. This, okay, I don't know. This is a silly way to go about this, but my brain is still booting. Pardon me. This can't be 6 because we know the 1 is up here somewhere, right? As a requirement. So this can't ever be a 1. So this is not a 6. I don't think this can ever be a 3 because it's either 1 with a 3 here or it's 3 with a 1 here. So this is never a 3. 7 would have to be next. Well, if it was 7, it would have to be next to 2. And then 8 and 9 don't feel very restricted. And then this person down here, it's definitely not 1 or 3 for sure. It's certainly not 5 because it's on a German whisper. It's not 4 because it's not next to a 9. It's 2 is fine for 7 and 8. It's not a 6 because it's not next to a 1. We're close on the parity, but we're not quite there. And then this can be kind of... okay, well, this one can't be... obviously not 5. It can't be 4 or 6 because it's in a sandwich. It can't be... 7. It could only be 7 if it was a 1-2 pair, which I think is basically possible. It's not 1 or 3 because those are both above. So annoyingly... well, we've got problems here. Because we've rolled every low digit out of here. Right? Okay, so this can't be high because then you'd have double low. If I did this correctly. Well, but I think I have the parity of this now, right? Am I wrong? Helio puzzles are always elegant. It is true. So if these pencil marks are correct, I've just forced parity, right? Haven't I just forced parity here? Because if this is a high digit, these are double 2. I've said 1 and 3 can't be here, and 4 can't be here because this is not a 9. And I've said 1 and 3 can't be here, and 4 can't be here because it's in a sandwich. So I can never make this a high digit, or this would be a double 2. So this is the 2. One of these is definitely the 9, but I don't know which. So that's not a 2. That's not a 2. That is not a... This is low, so this is the 1. This is the 3. The 3, that is 1 away, which is correct. This could be a 7, annoyingly, because it's between a 1, 2. So, do we know which of these is a 9? If... That has to be 5 apart. I kind of want to make that 4, 9, but... Well, we definitely have a low digit here and a high digit here. The low digit has to be... The high digit can only be from 8 or 9, right? Because the low digit has to be from 3 or 4. The low digit... Good grief. The low digit has to be from 3 or 4, so the high digit has to be from 8 or 9. So there's a hidden 8, 9 here. One of these is 9, right? That's just a true statement, I think. So that means that the parity is as follows, I think. Does that seem true? And we know... Oh, we don't really know. We know this is not a 4, but I think this one can still be 1, 2, or 3. It's definitely not a 4, though. No, I'm sorry. It could be a 4. It could be a 4 only if this is double 9. Is double 9 allowed? That makes this a 7, 8 pair. Maybe that is allowed. Okay, I'll look elsewhere in a minute, but I feel like we have some momentum. This... 1, 2, annoyingly still lets that be a 6 if this is a 1. Oh, this is never a 7, right? Because it's next to a 3. So that's definitely not a 7. So this is 8 or 9, and there's an 8 or 9 in here. So we have some invisible 8, 9 pair that I don't know if anybody cares about. This feels like it could be anything. This digit... I put a 2 in this cage, meaning that means that one of these is 9, and I didn't decide which one, right? Like if I put one of these is 9. Does it mean something else? What else does it mean? That, I mean, it feels like there's a thing there to be seen, and I'm just not seeing it. I mean, it lets me know, well, whatever, there's no 9s in here anyway, right? But to say that, it tells me there's not a 9 in here, but that doesn't, or in here, but there's obviously not a 9 in the cage. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being very slow. It just feels like there's more to this, that I'm not... No, it's okay. Don't be sorry. I appreciate the discussion. I just feel like... I'm trying to decide if I truly believe this can be a double 9. But I sort of think it can. That puts the 8 here, the 7 here between a 1, 2, which is okay. And then this becomes an 8. So it annoyingly feels possible. So maybe I need to look somewhere else. Do I know which of these is the 9? Well, okay, I'm sorry. This is never a 9, right? One of these is a 9, so this is never a 9. Okay, maybe that's what you're trying to say. There's never a 9 there. Because this 9 sees it either way. This could be 9 if this is 9, though. Well, you said to look... Oh, is that what you were saying? Well, you said to look at the 2. You said, what does the 2 mean? So I'm going to decide that the 2 means that one of these is a 9, which both see this digit, meaning that there's no 9 there. It means that there's no 9... it means... What does it mean? It means there's no 9 in here, because that is seen by both of these digits, and we've just said there's an invisible 8-9 pair here. So there's no 9 in here. So it does definitely mean there's a 9 in here. But I don't necessarily know. There's definitely a 9 here. Okay, maybe I should be thinking about some other stuff. Oh, right. How does the parity work on this? If these alternate, we already know it, right? Because all of these, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? All of these would be low digits in that scenario. And if that actually, because that would be 4, 3, 2. Is that actually right, though? Low, high, low, high, low, high. Oh, that's lovely. Is that actually true? Low, high, low, high, low, high. Love it. So that is all 4 high digits, so that is not the 9. This is a high digit that is definitely never a 9, and this is a high digit that is definitely never a 9. Oh yeah, okay. So this is 6, 7, 8. Oops. Why are these lyrics happening to me? Okay, so this is not a 6 because that would be double 1, right? So, and we know there's a 9 in here, but there could be a 6 here. We'll have to think about this 12. But in the meantime, this is not... Actually, it could be, right? No. This is... Right. There's no 4s in here. Because this 4 would need a 9 here, this 4 would need a 9 here, this 4 would need a 9 here. So there's no 4s in here, so that's a 1, 2, 3 triple. That's exciting. I do think this, at this moment, could never be a 6. Always love to see a 1, 2, 3 triple. It's maybe my favorite triple. This could only be a 7 if this was a 1, 2 pair. Then this would be a 3. And that would have to be an 8. So if this is a 7, this is a 1, 2. That's a 3, and that has to be an 8. But unfortunately, if this is an 8, it's a 2. Could be like a 2, 3, and put the 1 here, and that could be 6 or 7. So never mind. Do we know? It feels like we almost know something. Yeah, we do. We know some things. Right. Okay, this is cool. So thinking about what could go in here. We already have all the high digits, right? 6, 7, 8, 9 are all spoken for because we've claimed that we have all the high digits. So it's definitely not 6, 7, 8, or 9, right? Could it be a 5? No, because that would mean that 5 away, there's a digit that sums to 10. So that means 5 away, there would be a 5 to sum to 10. So it's definitely not a 5. So that means this is a low digit. So that gives us 3 low digits in this column. What else does it mean? It means that if this was a 1, that one of these digits would have to be a 9, but that's sorry. It means that one of these digits... I don't know why I keep thinking there's only 2 options. I'm playing egg. It's egg's puzzle. Sorry, what did you ask? You asked if this has to be the 9. Okay, let me look at that 1 second. So I'm saying this is not a 1 for sure, though, because that would put a 9 in one of these. So that's definitely not the 1. 2, this is not an 8, and this is not an 8, right? That would 1, 2, this would have to be an 8. 1, 2, this would have to be an 8. So it's not a 2. 3 gets a little trickier because 1, 2, 3 could still be a 7, I think. 1, 2, 3. I think that could still be a 7 and not the 8 and not the 9. And then 4 would have to go with a 6. 4, which is not in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. That annoyingly could be a 6 if that's a 1. Okay, sorry, you were asking about this. It feels like this could be a 7 if this is a 1, 2 pair and the 3 is here and this is an 8. Is that true? If I put 7 here, this is definitely 1, 2 pair. This is a 3, but then an 8 is still valid? Or am I... Maybe I'm not understanding. We have 2 low digits here. Guess we decided we didn't know which direction this goes, though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 is not a 6, but this could be a 6. But only if this is a 1. This needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could be a 4, otherwise this has to look up. But this could still be an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if this is a 2, which seems valid. This is 2 of the same parity. We've already spoken for 2, and one of them can be the 4, so we don't have to worry about placing the 4. It could still be 6 and 1. We've got a high digit to place up here, because we can't put an additional 1 down here. So there is a high digit up here. And here we only knew... Okay, well we know there's 1 high digit here and 1 high digit here, and we can't have a high digit here. So we do need 2 more high digits in these 3 cells. Could I not put 1 here? That would just mean there's 1 more high digit here, so maybe that's not very exciting. And then this column needs 1 more high digit, but it's got some options. Use lots of lows here. Okay. So we just don't... These are just useless, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that being a... It'd be great to say that isn't a 1. Oh, wait. This is not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would have to be a 4. We said it's not a 4 because this is not a 9. So this is not 6. It still could be 7 with a 3 or 8 with a 2. 7 with a 3 or 8 with a 2. That's so close to meaning something for this digit. 7 with a 3 forces this to be an 8, forces this to be an 8 or a 9. But 8 with a 2 does not. It knocks the 6 out of here. So we know this is indexing down. We haven't really thought about the other side of the grid yet. I'm afraid of it. Right, we have to remember that one of these is 9. Don't forget that. And we have an invisible 8-9 pair in here. And we have... Where's 5 go in this puzzle? Anywhere. Five's a kind of sort of restricted down here. But not in a way that is useful. I want to get the parity of this. It feels like we're very close to knowing it, but maybe not quite. That feels like it could still be double low. We think this index is down. This digit... Yeah, like some of these, it's just... I mean, this one's kind of nice because it's stuck in a corner at least. So it has less... It has fewer directions in which to index. That's a 2. This is always allowed to be a 7, annoyingly. That 1, 2, 3. So we have that 1, 2, 3 triple. So what do we just don't have a lot of information going horizontally. LM told me to look somewhere, and now I forgot where it was. LM said to look at column 4. Oh, well, maybe it was just about this indexing, but we feel like we know this indexing. At least I feel like I know it. This is a little more annoying just because it can reach out into the world. I'm curious about this indexing to the left. Just in Sudoku, there's a whole lot of ways to make a 9 in 2 digits. 4 of them. Same here. I like the ones that are like backed against the wall because they're a little more restricted, but there's also a whole lot of ways to make 10 in 2 digits. Also, 4 of them. 11 is very slightly more restrictive. This song is awful. What is this terrible music? I feel like Pretzel used to be inoffensive, and I would stream for hours without being offended by it, and now it is just continually terrible. Okay. I was just thinking about 4 here. No, wait a minute. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry. In addition to having an invisible 8-9 pair, we also have an invisible 3-4 pair. Right? So this is never 3 or 4. This music is also not doing it for me. What happened to the good music? I guess you just have to pay for it. The Polka channel is free. Let's try the... can we try the New Age channel? Maybe it'll be less obnoxious. Okay, so we get a 1-2 here, which is kind of nice. I mean, it sucks because there's no pressure on these if it can still be 1. So we have 3-4, and then the other half of our 1-2 pair, which is definitely not in here, what could be in this world. Oh no, shoot. Almost. I was trying to push a low digit over here, but I don't. I guess I could still have a 4 here. Oops. One of these. one of these three. Oh, this is not a 9. Wait, of course, this is not a 9. Is it? Oh, shoot. No, it could be. If this is a 9, this could be a 9, right? If this is a 9, then this is an 8. Definitely confusing myself. If this is a 9, this can be whatever it wants to be. But if this is a 9, then this is definitely a 9. But that's okay, because then there's just like a 7, 8. This is 8, and this is 7. It could still be a 1, 2, and allow the 7. Okay. I don't know. It feels like I'm missing something. We have like a 3, 4, 8, 9 quadruple here. Does mean this is pretty restricted. It's not 3, 4, 8, 9, 1, or 2. This digit. A tomato. Uh-oh. Ellum says look at the 12 gauge. I forgot about the 12 gauge. We'll look at it again in a second. This is not 1 or 2. And we have a 3, 4, 8, 9 quadruple. So that's 5, 6, or 7, which I think doesn't. It's not quite restrictive enough. It's not low. Oh. Well, it's not low, which is kind of cool, but doesn't really help us. This digit is not low, because it definitely sees 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, sorry, I gotta stand up for 1 second. I'll be right back, and then we'll look at the 12 gauge. Helio, how's it going? I switched the wrong thing. Here I am. Hi, hello, Helio. Lovely things going on in this puzzle. I feel like I'm very clumsy. I'm going through it very clumsily, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Still trying to wrap my head around remote sums. Okay, so we looked at this and we decided that annoyingly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that we could still get a 4 over here for the 6. Or a 4 here for the 6. 7 would have to be a 3, which it can't be. Oh, it can't be a 7. Is that what we're saying? I somehow skipped right over that the last time we talked about it. So it feels possible to be a 6 if one of these is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if one of these is a 4. If it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would have to be a 3, which it just cannot be. But 8 could be a 2. So that we're saying that's not a 7. Wait, what did I say? Did I do something wrong? Oh, that's a 12 gauge. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Why was I thinking? I have no excuse for that. I guess I was thinking of it as this 10 gauge. Yeah, sorry. It's a 12 gauge. It's a 12 gauge, which rolls out 6, right? That is so silly. I said the exact same thing for 5. I don't know why in my mind I had this was another 10. It's definitely not. It's a 12. The low digits in column. Yeah, love this. This was great. This was very lovely. This is my favorite part of the puzzle so far. Carolyn, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Hey, Pirate. Oh, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Sorry, I was just having trouble with arithmetic. I have no ability to do arithmetic on stream, and it's embarrassing. This is a 12, which, here's a quick math primer. 12 is a different number than 10. It's not the same number. And so 6 digits away, it doesn't matter, right? If we try 6 digits away to make 12 would be a 6. This is never a 6. So we get a 7-8 pair here, so that's not 7 or 8. For this to be 6, that would have to be a 1. We still know, it's weird. Yeah, 6 and 8 are also very close. 6 and 8 are basically the same number. It's just like someone took a little notch out of the side. So I actually just consider them to be the same number, which is a problem at tax time. Okay. Sorry, so 7 away would be, we're saying this would be a 5. Oh, so this is not 8 away. Good grief. How? I should have, whatever. I don't know what, I need to go to math class. I need to go to basic arithmetic class. For this to be an 8, this would have to be a 4. Wow, I've been saying that the whole time. I've been talking about this like this was a 10, even though I said it was a 12, but in my mind it was still a 10. It's an embarrassment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is definitely not a 4. So that does get us the 7, which rules the 3 out here. So we get a 3 here, which is good because we have an 8. Well, we know a couple things. We have the 8 here. So this 7, sorry, getting ahead of myself. No, sorry, that still is okay. 8 is okay with these digits. We do rule 7 and 8 out of here and 7 and 8 out of here. So this does end up being a 9 when all is said and done, which means we knew we had to have a 9 for this too, so it's going to be here. So we get a 6. Out of 6 is, I'm anti-6 in a German whisper. This is not a 9, and if it's not a 9, it can't be a 4. So we get a 3-8 pair, so this is a 4. I think something else happens too. What else happens? Oh, this is a 7. So this is a 5. So now we need a 6 that is 5 away. And it's not here. Watch for me to make a mistake. I'm definitely going to make a mistake soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 6 here requires 1. Oh, this is so smooth and so good. And I was hung up on nonsense because I can't tell the difference between 10 and 12. Helio, this puzzle's lovely. If I've done it a disservice. Okay, we have a 3-8 pair here, so this is a 9, which no one cares about. Not a single person. We have a 3-8 pair, so this is a 7, which no one cares about. Oh wait, did I do it backwards? I mean, that is my signature move, is to oh, so I wasn't okay, well, you know. I don't know how I got it. How did I get it? Oh, I got it in a cool way that I liked, though. I got it in a way where I ruled all of the other low digits. I ruled where basically these 3 digits, the only low digit these could be were 2s. Because I knew they saw 1 and 3, and I couldn't have a 4 because of where the 9 would need to be placed, right? So, I don't know if I explained that very well. Even before I knew the parity, I knew that there was a low digit down here, and it just ends up being that these can only ever be 2s for various reasons, because of the 1 and 3 being up here, and because of the 4 having to be next to a 9 screwed things up. Anyway. Oh, well, I'm glad. Hey, you can always count on me to do things the wrong way. But I liked it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was really neat. Maybe it definitely seems like it was not the intended path, but it was cool. Um, it felt very inviting. It felt very natural to like start with this and go down this way. Okay, what do we know about the world? So we got this 5, which gave us this 6, right? And Terrier Darts insists that 5s are gray, which I tend to agree with. So, so what is this? 4, 5, 6? It's obviously not 5, so we get a 4, 6 pair here. So that's the 5, which is also gray. So 5 is just squished in the corner. And this is 1. Oh, this is right. It's the remaining low digit. So we definitely have a 2 in here, which makes sense. It's not surprising to anybody. Now we get a 4, 8 here. So we know these digits, right? This is a 1 or a 3, but it's not a 3, so it's a 1. That's the 3. No 3 here, so we get a 1, 2 pair. That's not a 3. But that still lets this 7 have a 1, 2. Oh, so this is a 3. But this can still be a 7 and have a 1, 2 pair. And then this is 6 and another digit. That is a 7. And we know because of the 6. So we get a 7, a 6. That is all well and good. These are all high and low. So, did we learn anything about this? I probably need to think more about sums. We haven't. We needed a. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the 7th digit. Can't be a 3 anymore. Because this actually is a 10. You know, there's a 6 up here. So this 9, well, it's not. So it's not indexing here, right? Well, of course it's not. That made no sense at all. I mean, it's obviously not. It's definitely obviously not indexing here. And it's not indexing here. So were it to go this way, what would that look like? Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What can actually go in here? So we see 1, 2, 3. We see the 8, 9 pair, or the not a pair anymore. It's just 8, 9 up there, and 6 here. To make 9, 4 would have to go with the 5. 5 would have to go with the 4. 7 would have to go with the 2. So is it ever indexing this way? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not. That would be 10. So that's no good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not a 4. So we're definitely indexing down. I think. So it's either. I like that. The 4, 5 pair is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So there's either a 4 or 5 pair in here that goes up, you know, there's like some invisible 4 or 5 pair, or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is not 7, right? Because if this was a 7, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a 1, 2 pair, and we would need a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 becomes like we've got like an invisible 4 or 5 pair up there. That's not even true, actually. It's either 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 5 in it, or it's 5 with a 4 in it, is what we actually think is true. So it's one of those two options. With these pencil marks, I should not do like this because they're definitely going to confuse me horribly. So a 4 or a 5 in there. I don't immediately see what to do with that. That is cool. I really like that. That is very lovely. I mean, and it's nice the way that it fits in. Yeah, the 4-5 is very. That is cool. Definitely into that. I just don't know how to pencil mark it in a way that I'm not going to make me screw up later. I mean, maybe I'll just do some like a color or something for now, just so I remember there's some relationship between those. This person. You know anything about this person? I mean, that was never going to be a 4 or 5 or 6 ever, or 7. So can't have a 1-2 pair around it. Am I not done thinking about this yet? It's a little bit interesting for 5 down here, just because we know there's not a 5 in there. There's definitely not a 5 on a German Whisper. This 5 sees this cell, and 10. We can't have 5 here because we'd index another 5. So that does put a 5 in here, which I don't think means anything to anybody. But it's true. It's a thing that I believe to be true. In terms of like the double lows here still seems possible to me, right? It would be the other half of the 1-2, and it would be a 3. I feel like I'm missing some pretty obvious parody stuff. I also feel like I didn't fully think this through. It feels like there's more to think about here. We know the 6 is in here for some reason. Yeah, because of that. So this is pretty restricted. It's not 1, 2, or 3. It's not 6. It could be the other half of it. It could be like the 4 or 5 pair. It could be 7. It can't be 8, 9. And then these are the same, but including 6. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the 1 in there? We never really thought this. I mean, I guess we kind of thought it could be a 4, but these are just not super useful from a Whisper consideration. What do we want to think about here? 6 was really the hard digit to place. Well, 4, okay, 4 is also worth considering, I think. Maybe it's not quite worth considering. It's almost worth considering. We know 4's not in here. 4's not in here because that would be a double 9. 4 annoyingly could be there. For 4 to be here, we'd have to index 6, 4 away, which is maybe okay. It's 4, 9. So maybe 4 was not really worth thinking about. That is probably not a bad idea, to say we're satisfied with the cage. Oh, because I forgot to do one? Oh my gosh. Why am I like this? Helio was at a very gentle way to point out the fact that I had not satisfied my cages. So this 3 indexes this 1. This 5 indexes this 6. This 2 indexes this 9. This 4 we did not address yet. This 7 we did address. So the 4 is going to place a 6 for us. And this 8 is going to place a 2 for us. I'm embarrassed by myself. Okay. Thank you for the gentle prodding there. So 4 away from here, I need a 6, and it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 6. That's a 1. This 8 means, well, we got it for free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means that is a 2. So this is a 1, 2 pair. So this could still be a 7. Oh, yeah, this was a 1. That's been true for a while, right? When did we get that 6? Do we already know that? That means we have now satisfied this 4 with that 6, and we have satisfied this 8 with this 2. You people are always so patient with me and so gentle. Appreciate it. So now we have a 4, 5, 7 triple. So that puts the 6 in here. 6 is the digit that is orange. Now we know the polarity of these people. So this is an 8 or a 9. That is high. This is a low. That is not 1, 2, or 3. So this is a 4. So this is a 9. You're all the best. Helio, this puzzle is great. It is so smooth when I'm not ignoring blatantly obvious things. If I paid attention to things, it really flows. I need a 9 in here. I don't want to put a 9 here. I refuse to. I shan't. We do need a 6 up here. That is not here. 6 in here is going to have it's definitely not going to get its 4 from the column. And that's not a 4. So does that mean this is not a 6? Am I missing something? This is definitely not able to index 4 in its column because the 4 is too close. In here, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's not valid. So that gives us the 6 and the 5, I think. So this is pretty restricted. It's hard to be really... Okay, let's just go through the options. It sees 1 and 3. It sees 4 and 6 and 5. And it sees 8 and 9. So it's only 2 or 7. To be a 2, one of these would have to be an 8, which still seems okay, right? 1, 2. So if this was an 8, this would be satisfied. To be a 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, that wouldn't work. It would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would have to be a 3. So that's a 2. Can it be a 7? I don't think so. Egg, you're making me nervous. Was that wrong? So the 2 is going to have to index in... Oh, the 8 could have gone here. Sorry, the 8 could also go here. Is that true? No, it's okay. I just want to not make terrible mistakes. That does take the 5 out of there. So, right, it can't be 7 because it doesn't fit and it doesn't index. But in terms of indexing the 8, I almost forgot we could go up. So one of these is the 8. It means there's no 8 here. It means one of these people is an 8. If this is 8, this has to be a 2-3 pair because the 1 is over there. And if this is 8 because of that 1, this has to be a 2-3 pair, but maybe that's okay. This sees all low digits and 5. So this is only 7 or 8, right? Because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So that is only 7 or 8. What are we missing here? A 3. So this becomes a 7, 8 pair. And that 8 sees that. So that is the 7. That is the 8. The 2 needs to index the 8 here. That means the 8 is not there. That means the 8 is here. And we have said that because of this 1, this has to be a 2-3 pair. Uh-oh, did I make a mistake? There's tomatoes happening. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if... I mean, I do want to know. but I also don't want to know. It's pretty weird. So here's my 2 recommendations if you want to solve this puzzle, as a professional solver. One is just remember that 12 is not the same number as 10. Remember those are different numbers. Did I make a mistake? What did I do now? What do those tomatoes mean? This 2, we got to mark off this 2, right? This 2 is now happy. There's no 8 here, but that could still be 7 as a 1-2 pair. So this is a 7-9. We still need the 8 in that row. We still need a 5, and we also need a 4. Cool. Wait, uh-oh, did I make a mistake? Were there 2 places left? Uh-oh, did I make an 8 mistake? Maybe I didn't, maybe that was a bad pencil mark. So what did I do? I said this 2 needs to index an 8, right? To be 10. So it has to be here. I ruled out that one. Wait, why did I rule that out? Am I just making things up? Why did I say that had to be an 8? Helio, what am I doing? I don't know why I decided that. I couldn't tell you. Maybe that was completely false. Who can say? This is definitely 4, 5. This is still the 8. That is still an 8. What did I do up here? What was I doing? Impossible to say. Really impossible to say. Just keeping you on your toes. Because I was busy trying to make a joke about reading the rules. And then, well, I was so busy making that joke that I decided to mess up the puzzle. Because it takes a lot of thought and effort. Should probably think about this 9 one of these days. So one of these is a 1 and the other is a digit that goes up here, right? So this is a 1, 4, 5 triple. Is that a fair thing to say? Because I know this digit's brother is in here and I know 1 is in here. So that is a 1, 4, 5 triple. I'm going to say it is. It feels like there's lots of pressure on this box. Well, maybe not quite yet. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Surely we know the parity of this now, right? There's 2 low digits in here. So, yeah, right. Did I break the puzzle? I need 2 more low digits. The 5 is in here. These are both low. Those are both low digits. Right? This is not a 6, and this sees 7 and 8. So that is a 9. That is not a 9. This is not a 1 or a 4. This is a 2, 3, or a 4. It's not a 4 because that can't be a 9. This is a 2, 3 pair, so it can't be a 7. Okay, so it was an 8. I just didn't earn it. Is that what happened? That's fair. It's very fair. Tough but fair, Helio. I had to earn that 8. I couldn't just make it up. I have now earned the 8. I tried to skip in line. Unacceptable. Yeah, it's fair. Very fair. I should probably think about this 9 one of these days. I'm daunted by this 9. I can't exactly explain why. Just find it intimidating. Did we do this too? We did do this too. So thought about a lot of cages. We've effectively dealt with this cage, right? I mean, we basically have dealt with this cage. So maybe it is time to think about this cage, because it's really limited. What were those tomatoes? Did I make another mistake? This cage is pretty restricted, right? In fact, did I break it? Is the puzzle broken? Uh-oh, that is a lot of tomatoes. How am I going to make 9? Not in the column. Because I need like a high-ish digit and a low-ish digit, and they're not available in the column. Oh, right, it's the other half of the 2-3 pair. Good grief. This is a 1-4-5 triple. This is a 2-3 pair. So we need either a 7 that is 2 away, which is not going this way, or we need a 6 that is 3 away. So 2 away could be a 7. 3 away can't be a 6. So if this is a 3, there has to be a 6 here, here, or here. None of those digits can be 6. So this is a 2. That means one of these digits has to be a 7, which is this one. That does give the 3 there and the 2 there. That's not a 7. We have a 4 or 5 pair to give us a 7 here. That's a pretty high digit. That's a pretty high digit. So I think we have done... These remote sums are cool. I like this. I feel like I'm just now wrapping my head around them. They're cool because they end up being more powerful than they initially seem. And the power varies, which I also like. And what I mean by that is like, oh, if it's a 10, you can rule out 5. If it's a 12, you can rule out 6. Like that kind of thing is pretty interesting. Plus, like what you mentioned, these like weird remote pairs, I just drew all over the whole grid, are really cool. Or remote sums. Wait, what did I... Xeon Risk. Ooh, cool. I don't know that I've ever done a Xeon Risk puzzle. Okay, so this... Are our whispers all in order? It's cool. I like this like telegraphing around the puzzle. I mean, they're very much, I guess they're in principle, they're pretty similar to, what are those called? Just X sums, but, well, they can operate remotely. Maybe that's why they're called that, but you know what I mean. So we need 5, 7, 9. And this, so that's the 5, making that the 4. And now we remove the 4 from here and get a 1, 5 pair, which is very gray. A 1. We remove the 5 from here and get our 5 up here. So we have a 7, 9 pair, and those are pretty high digits. That is all of our high digits. So these are all low digits. Interesting. This is not 1, 2, 3, so it's 4. This is a 1, 3 pair. This is a something. A 2. We get the 4, the 9, the 7 next to the 1, 2 is fine. We get that 5. We are oh, wait, still, it's just bouncing all over the place. This is 1, 3, 8. And that can only be 1. That's not 1. But that pushes the 3 up here, so we do get the 8. After all, I want to learn to machine metal this year. Goal. I'm just stating it. 5, 6, 9. And this can only be 6. I think the thing that really pushed me over the edge was seeing that YouTuber ClickSpring, how tiny his shop is. This blew my mind out. Here's 7, so now we just have a little Sudoku presumably. Bad news for everyone is to watch me try to do Sudoku. Helio, this puzzle is so smooth if you pay attention to the rules and know how to do basic arithmetic. Oops. And now we just need a digit that is known as 4. That was lovely. My favorite parts of the puzzle, definitely this business was really good. This looking down here was great. Thank you. But I have to say my favorite part of the puzzle was my ridiculous way of getting down here, because it was very surprising, the parity pressure from this. I don't remember how I ruled out 4 from here. How did I rule 4 out from here? Oh, it's because I think if I tried to do 4 here, it would force a 9 here, and a 9 couldn't be in the cage. That's why. I love it. I want to do the following things. That puzzle. Very nice. It was a very nice puzzle. How does this have an 88? This is obviously rated by people who can't tell 10s from 12s. This is absurd. They must have just not understood the rules, I feel like. Oh, because it's a 1-star difficulty. Well, that was definitely not a 1-star for me because I kept forgetting how to do basic math. So that made it much harder. It's a way harder puzzle if you confuse 10s and 12s, I have to say. Helio, you had a separate... Wasn't there a separate remote sum? I kind of want to do the other one when my brain is in remote sum mode. Moving on up. Ah, look at this beautiful grid. Love it. German Whispers might be my favorite. Might be... Okay. What? So we got remote sums and German Whispers. Ace is high. Oh no. So just as I slightly wrap my head around remote sums, now we have... So does this mean 1 always counts as 10? It's not optional? What is that one called? Isn't there a constraint where 1s can be... What am I thinking of? There's some constraint that like wraps around or something like that. Maybe I'm forgetting. Like where 1s can be 1 or 10 or something like that. Anyway, okay, ace is high. Digit 1 counts as a value 10 for all clues in the grid. I'm definitely going to forget that. Get ready. Get ready to be frustrated with me when I forget that. It's coming. Let's color this whisper. So we can think about it objectively. That's interesting. So this puts all of 1 parity. There's a puzzle that did a long time ago that had a similar thing like this, where the parity was kind of forced into the corners. I like 1 equals... I mean, it's cool. Things like that are fun. I tend to forget them, especially on stream. So what can we say about the world? So some of these digits are kind of insane, right? Like, how are we going to... So we can never have 17, right? Because the only way we could get 17 in Sudoku is 8 plus 9, but we can't do that here. We don't do that here because we can't put a 9 in a cage because it's not going to index anything, right? So does that mean this has to be 1, 7? So either this is a 1 with 7 there or there, which is fine from a whisper standpoint, or it's a 7 with a 1 there or there, which puts a 1 in either one of those. So then how is that possible? I can't do that. I can't make 11. Okay, is that the point? Let me just talk through that again, make sure I understand this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would put a 1 in there. But are we saying that 1s always count as 10? Okay, I see. So there's no way to make an 11 because it's not just that it's in cages. 1 is, I see. Okay, that was what I was kind of trying to decide is like, if it was only in cages, I guess I could still technically index a 1 outside, but it's a 10 and you can't have it. If a 1 is a 10, it can't be in here for the same reason a 9 can't be. So this can't be 7 indexing a 1. So it has to be 1 indexing a 7. Is that, but it can also be here. I don't know why. I think it's because it's Egg's fault for sure that I'm only looking above and below. Is that a reasonable start to this puzzle? Like, should I be thinking about these for these other very high digits? Oh, okay, so this is another instance of that because we know we can't have 17 with 8 plus 9, but we also can't have 16 because we can't index 8 with 8. So there's definitely a 1 involved here. So it is either a 1 with a 6 for a hat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I do that? Then am I totally misunderstanding? You're saying that is a 1 always. Okay, I'm definitely going to screw this up. Wait, then what am I not understanding here? Let me go over this one more time. I'm sorry. The only way to make 17 in Sudoku is 8 plus 9. And I can't see 9 digits away. Oh, but I can see 8 with 9. I see. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, should I just use X's? I'm sorry. We're saying this can't be either one of those things. I see. If I put a 7 here, that puts a 10 in these cages, and you can't have a 10 in a cage. Period. I can't. So this has to be 8 indexing 9. I see. Okay. Right? There's no other way to do this. 9 can't index 8. It has to be 8 indexing 9. Okay. I think I understand now. Maybe. But all of that is actually, I can't even blame the 1s because I just was, for some reason, not seeing that I could put a 9. 9 can't go here, but it could go here. Is that true? Because 8 indexing falls off, but 8 can index to here and do a 9. Oh no! Wait a minute, Helio. Okay, I don't know why I can't wrap my head around this. Does that also mean, right? Obviously, it's going to be for whispers as well, right? Oh no! A 10 on a German whisper is terrible news. There's no 1 in this puzzle. But a 10 on a German whisper ruins my entire life. Because that means parity no longer applies? Is that true? Like, could I have a 5 1 1? Okay, so parody on a German whisper is irrelevant. Oh my gosh, you're hurting my feelings. But how? Because couldn't I put a 1? I mean, I put a 10 here. Well, right, but it's not guaranteed to oscillate, right? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, it just shifts over. Okay, okay, okay. I understand. It's not that, right. It's just that the range has been extended. Okay, get ready for me to get this wrong constantly. This is going to be a nightmare. I am. This is going to be incredible. Get ready for me to ruin everything. Um, So normally I would put these digits in here and I would say that's not a 9, so that can't be a 4. But it's also not a 10. I feel like there's some implication here that I'm missing. Um, I mean, I still can't have a 5 here. So we're saying 6 is not on a German whisper, and now it's 5 and 7 that have the constraint of like being monogamous. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a debacle. Get ready. No, I'm not going to make a note. This is my punishment to you for setting this puzzle is that you have to watch me make mistakes. That is the only revenge that I have. Can you pin a notepad? I should be careful. Okay, just make sure there wasn't like accidentally some work. There's a batch file called stupid.bat. What do you think it does? Unclear. I don't know why I have this readme open. Just like, can you pin things? Or like, can I put a sticky note or something? I don't know how to do it on Windows. Well, that was useless. I hate that the start menu searches. Okay, whatever. No, I was going to say there was an easy way on Windows. On Mac, it would be very easy to have a little floating note. On Windows, who cares? Okay. Oh my gosh. This is a... This is hurting my feelings. Okay, but let's think about this digit then. Because this digit... The thing we were talking about was true. I just had it wrong. We can definitely never have a 9 in a cage, right? But... So we can't have... No, it's true. It's great. I'm excited for this puzzle. I just apologize in advance for how often I'm going to forget the rules and mess up. Okay, so this 16. How are we going to make 16? We can't have... we can't have... Can't put a 1 in here, ever, because that's actually a 10. So we can't have, like, 10... pointing at 6. It feels like we could have 6 pointing at 10. Which would make this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would make this 10, right? So we'd have 6, 10. We definitely can't have 8, 8. We definitely can't have 9 pointing at 7. But it feels like we could have 7 pointing at 9, right? So this feels like it's either 6 pointing at 10 or 7 pointing at 9. Is there another way to do this? I mean, another way to think about it is like the only digits that we can have in here are these if we're trying to make... It's obviously not double 8. We can't have a 9 in here. We can't have a 1 in here. So I think we're comfortable saying this is 6, 7. But 6 is basically 5 in terms of German whisper logic. Oh boy. We also have to make 11 here with a 2, which would be 9s there. A 3, which would be 8s there. Or a 4, which would be 7s here. I mean, should I don't know about pencil marking up here. Like, that's a 10, or that is a 9, I think. That, I don't think that helps with parity yet. And unfortunately, it doesn't, like, put much pressure on parity here if 6s are basically 5s. Well, we know 6 is in here then, right? Because it's the... Yeah, we know 6 is in here. Because it's just not allowed on a whisper. And the odd digit out are going to be the flanking digits. One of the flanking digits. Yeah, that gets hard to do, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm supposed to look at this yet. Did we finish thinking about this? So we said 9s are here, 8s are here, 7s are here for this person, and this person's going to index these two. $15 is also kind of restricted, except in this case it can have a 5 on it, right? We know there's not a 9 in here. 8. We could only have an 8 in here if this is a 7. We can only have a 7 in here if this is an 8. So there is like the potential for that little invisible 7-8 pair. 6 means we would have to have a 9 here. 5 means a 1 here or a 1 here. A 1 here. 1s are very flexible. They can be next to anything, right? Because they're basically the promiscuous digits. Oh boy. 14 is also six. Have to be a 9. The thing that's annoying here is, I mean, like it's definitely not a 9 in here. I guess we can't be 8 away in this one, right? We can't be 7 away either. So we can't be 8 away. But these... I don't think we can index down, right? Because we'd end up with some... Right. Okay. This digit can't index down. Because... Well, maybe it can. This one doesn't necessarily have to index up if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a 1. So that would be a 5. But it does mean that... 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, which one was it? It was 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To put a 6 here, we would have had to have had 9 here. right? If we put a 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'd need a 9 to sub to 15. So I don't think we can have a 6 here. So we get 4, 5, 6 here. So the only way this could be 6 is if it indexed down and this was an 8. So you could have 6. You could have 6 here, 8 here, 7 here. I think. Oh my gosh. I was just ready to make grievous errors. These other digits are just not very restrictive. Didn't we say we knew something about these digits? Who knows what it was? We said 9 or 10 are in here. This one can do this weird jump around kind of thing. They can never index this way. 4 and 5 could index this one. Okay, thank you, Helio. No grievous errors. That's very good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could index this way. I feel like we haven't fully forced anything quite yet. Nine is not as restrictive as, or not as liberal as it normally would be. Okay. Well, everybody. So this is either 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2, 5 has to go next to 10. Where do we want to look next? Not totally sure. Those are certainly high by the current definition of what high is. 6s are going to be gray digits, which is going to be weird. That's low and middly. If we had 6 or 7 here with 9 or 10 here. So it's possible for that to be high. If this is a 1, that's very permissive for what these two digits are. That limits us to 4, 6. The 7, 8 invisible pair. That's what I want it to be. That would make both of these high. So this would be 9 and 1. This would be 7 and 8. Yeah, okay. If it's the 7, 8 pair, this is the 7, 8. We've ruled 7 and 8 out of here, but we're saying that red is the high digit. So this becomes a 7, 8 pair. So this becomes a 6. This becomes a 1. This becomes a 9. That's 1, 9. And 9 is in here. That doesn't seem too bad. What do you think about this person in the corner? It's not one indexing. So yeah, there's no ones here. It's 9-2. Well, let's think about this for a second. It's obviously not. There's no ones in there. There's no ones involved in this equation. The 9-2 is a maybe, but we couldn't have a 9 in there. The 3-8 is a maybe, but the 8 couldn't be there. 7-4 I think is fine. And so the 7-4 could never go that way. But that doesn't seem very hard. It's 2, one of these people is a 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Maybe that was not the place to look. It feels like I can almost know the parity of this, right? Like, so this being middly is pretty annoying. What's an 8 here? Where would be a wise place? Okay, sorry, I gotta stand up. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I almost had a thought about the 7-8 thing, but I think it's actually wrong. Or it was close, but I wasn't. I was saying that it was forcing. Having an 8 here and a 7 here doesn't force parity. I mean, maybe it actually does. Oh, it actually forces the opposite parity. That's funny. Having a 7 here and an 8 here forces red to be high, but having, excuse me, having an 8 here and a 7 here actually, yeah, it forces red to be low, and it forces this to be a 1-9 pair. And then if red is low, kind of puts pressure there. That's interesting. 6 is not a high digit. Remember that. Oh, right. 7. Hang on. I guess that's not quite right. It almost is. If I put a 7 here, this is an 8 and red is high, right? If I put a 7 here, this is a 9 and red is high. So in either case, putting a 7 here makes red high. Which is vaguely interesting. Putting an 8 here, though, forces the opposite. Putting a 5 here, I feel like does nothing. No. Putting a 5... Okay. Putting a 5 here... Okay. Thank you, Helio, for the encouragement. I'm sure I'm missing something extremely obvious, but it feels like it's very close. It feels so close. So in both cases, 7 means redness. Sorry, 7 means red is high. I think that is true. 6 doesn't mean that. 6 makes it harder for it to be high. 5 puts a 9 here. Gosh, so 5 makes red high, 7 makes red high, 7 makes red high, 6 is ambiguous, 8 makes red low. Six makes this 8. Oh boy. 6 makes this 8 and this 7, and red is low. I realize I'm doing a bad job of eliminating candidates. 6 makes this 8 and this 7, so red is low in that scenario. 4 makes... 4 can't look this way. So 6 makes red low. 4 can't look that way because it would put a 1 there. 4 also makes red low. Right? So 6 forces 8, forces 7. So red is low. 4 can't look this way with the 10. So it looks this way and puts a 1 there. So that makes 4. That makes red low. 5 is a dumb loser that does nothing for anyone. So 4 and 6 make red low. 5 is a jerk that no one likes. 5 is... Well, 5 can't go that way. Oh. Is this the point? Okay, Leo, you're one step ahead of me. Okay, right. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would need a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would need a 9. That's not a 5. We just said that 4 and 6 both force parity here because 4 could go... 4 is going to have to sum with 10. So if it went 1, 2, 3, that would put a 10 in a cage, and we've said we can't do that. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, it puts a 10 on a pink. If this is 6, then 6 has to look down, putting an 8 here, which has to look up, which puts a 7 here, and that gives us a 7-8 pair outside of red, which only leaves 9 and 10, which would have to be these 2 digits. So either way, one of these is a 10. But I think what I'm saying is that these are high and these are low. Is that true? This is a true statement. I think that's true. 6 forces 8 forces 7. And we just have too many digits. Okay, Helio's on board. Okay, and we already said that 7 in both cases forced red to be high. So 7 is wrong, right? Because 7 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would have to be a 9. So that's not a 7. So that is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a 10. And 7 here meant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would have to be an 8. So that's not a 7. So that is a 5 or an 8. So either this is a 7, which I think is okay, or 2, 3, 4, 5 is a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be 5, right? I thought I said 5 did work. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could still do 5 over here if this was a 1. So 5 is still valid. 8 would have to go here to be a 7. So in terms of our options, and this is where my brain is going to fall out of my skull, high digits in this puzzle are 7, 8, 9, and 1. And low digits in this puzzle are 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is not a 1. And because that is true, 5 and 7 have to be careful. So we can't have a 7 here because 7 can only go next to a 2. And we'd end up with double 2. So that's not a 7. That's not a 1, by the way. That is not a 7. 8 can only go next to... Well, that's the same, right? 8 can still only go next to 2, 3 pair. Yeah, 5 can look right, yeah. Yeah, I know, this is a definite curse. Yeah, cursed German. This is a good way to put it. This is a high digit. This puzzle is cursed, for sure. Okay, so this can't be a 7 because that would be a double 2. This can't be a 7 because that would be a double 2. This can't be a 7 because that would be double 2. It can't be a 1. And 5s will have the same problem because 5s would need double 10. Is that right? Like 5s can only be... 5s have to go next to double 10. So those can't be 5 because they're in a sandwich. So one of these is definitely a 5, and 5 always goes next to a 1. So one of these is definitely a 1. I don't even know what to do with this. This is... Think about what we said about 6 was okay if it was 6 indexing the 8. 4 was okay not going this way because that would be a 10, but that could be a 10. No. Well, maybe it still can, actually. Never mind. The 5 is definitely... Okay, right. The 5 is definitely here or here. So there's no 5 here, and there's no 5 here. That's for certain. So we have 2, 3, 4s. 7s can only go next to 2s. 5s can only go next to 1s. There's no 1 here or here. So this can't be a 5. There's no 1 here or here, so this can't be a 5. This can't be a 5 because it can't be sandwiched between 1s. So this is the 5, and these are both 1s. Oops. So that's not a 1. Not a 1, meaning this is not a 4, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't put a 1 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't put a 1 in there. So this is the 6. So this is the 8. So this is the 7. So that's a 9, a 7. 7s can only go next to 2 in this puzzle. We get a 3, 4 pair there. That is not a 2. So this is not a 7. We get an 8, 9 pair here. This 3, 4 pair, that 8, 9. So the other, did I screw up? Am I okay? Tomatoes to the face? What did I do? We have an 8 and a 9 down here. So this, Life is yours. How's it going, buddy? 8, 9, this 8, 9's brother has to go up here. I'm going to say, right? Because it can't go down here because of these. So this 3, 4, what are we missing? A 6. No, we're not. What are we missing? A 5. 5, which in this cursed puzzle is a low digit. 5 is a low digit in this nightmare we find ourselves in. 6 and 7 are still... 6 is not a high digit. 6 is a gray digit. Oh boy. 3, 4. So this just is part of a 2, 3, 4 triple, so it is definitely low. 5 is a low digit. This looks so wrong. The 8, 9's brother is in here with the 6, as is the 7. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. One of them is neutral, gray, and then the others are high. So we have all high digits. No, we don't. Good grief, we don't. 6 is not a high digit. It's not a high digit. It's not a high digit. 6 is not a high digit. We're very low on low digits, I guess, is something I want to talk about. We do have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1. So we have all the medium and high digits in this box. So that's fair to say. So these are low digits, which in this cursed puzzle are 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And 6, 7, 8, 9 does just mean this is 2, 3, 4, 5. No. That's not true at all. This is messing up my brain. 6, 7, 8, 9 are in, yeah, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5's not here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we want, right? We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. Right. Right. Now we also have a quintuple. 1 is not low. Oh my gosh. 1 is not a low digit. We have a gray digit here or here, and then another high digit. Oh boy. We have all the low digits. We have all the low digits. We have all the low digits. This is a high digit, right? 2, 3, 4, 5 are the low digits. Did I mess up my pencil marks, or is this a 1? Then one of these is a 6, and the other one is 7 or... One of these, just 6, 7 pair. Oh boy. 6 and 7 are still high digits in this nightmare. That is not a 7. I don't know if I really believe it could be. We should probably think about this person. This person is going to want a 9 in here. It's definitely not there. I guess it could be there. It's going to want an 8 in there. Well, let's just think about the 5, I guess. The 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can't be a 6. So that's not a 5. So that gives us a 2, 3, 4 triple. So that's the 5. So we know this is, I mean, this one has all these friends down here though, right? Feels not too hard for this to be any one of those at the moment. Maybe I'm missing something. This puzzle's hurting my feelings. This person wants a 9 there. An 8 there. Or 7 there. So this is never 4. So that means it's 9 here or here, or 8 here or here. So that's another weird invisible 8, 9 situation. There's like this. Like there's this, I don't even know what to call this. This baffling 8, 9 pair situation. We almost know the parity here, but I guess not quite. Orange ones are hurting my heart. Seven, 8, 9. What do we want to think about next? I really want to get these other whispers whispering at me. Like this one almost, but not quite, because one of these could still be an 8. It doesn't necessarily see, yeah, a secret virtual 8, 9 pair. This 8, 9 pair is there. Pairs than parity. That seems true. I'm split on like tackling whispers or tackling these 9 cages that are giving me grief. Just looking at me, just staring at me with their beady little eyes. Are we okay here? Just thinking about this 4 with this is a double 9. Is that actually okay? Maybe it is. Four, but this is okay. Oh no, wait. Well, right, okay. 4 can go next to 10. But we can't have a 4 here, right? Because 4 would mean double 9 because we don't have the 10 to kind of buffer it. So I think that's not a 4. 4 can go here because this could be a 9-1 situation. That is all the low digits. We just don't know. This digit's funny because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know there's an 8, 9 lurking in the darkness down here. So it's just 6 or 7. And over here, we just don't know if that 8 fully breaks it. So like this one sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically 6, 7, 8, 9, but it sees the 8 directly. So that's not as cool. I realize I'm not thinking about the right thing. Oh, well, okay. Should probably actually pay attention to marking these. We did do this one, right? That one's good. This one indexed to 7 up here, so that one's good. This one, what did we finally... This indexes the 8 because it bounced around. So that one's good. This 8 indexes a 9, so it's good. This 2 we kind of know about, but not fully. This person we weren't sure of because it just felt like it had so many options down there. This 4, I guess double 9 is okay. It's so weird. And this can still be an 8 because the 4 could escape here and make this a 2-3 pair. That's the only way for that to be an 8. 4 is allowed to be next to 1 and 9. Oh boy. That's not a 9, but I guess that could be... This does have quite a bit of pressure on it, but just not quite enough. Just to, like, run through. We know it definitely can't ever have a 6, right? One of my pencil marked pairs. Okay, I'm just missing obvious things. Okay, let me finish doing this, and then I'll evaluate my pencil mark pairs. You know I love to do pencil marks and then just not look at them, is a hobby of mine. We can never have a 6 on a German whisper. There's no 1 on this German whisper. And it sees a 5 and it sees 8. I'm trying to think of what would be allowed. 7 could only ever go next to a 2, which is not possible, right? Because we have a 2, 3, 4 triple here. So there's no 7 here. 9 can go next to 2, 3. Well, we can't have a 9 here. Because 9 can only go next to 2, 3, 4, not 5. Is that true? Can this be a high digit? High digits being 7, 8, 9, 1. It's obviously not a 1. It's not an 8. We said it's not a 7 because 7 can only go next to a 2 in this puzzle, and we have a 2, 3, 4 triple up here. 9 can only go next to... That's not true. 9 can go to anything low. Sorry, this... No, it can't. It can't go next to 5. What can I put next to this 9 up here? Nothing. Is this true? Is this low? Okay, this is... I don't know if that was helpful. So this is a high digit, which in this land is 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not 8. So... any of these is fine with a 1. If it's a 7, it's definitely a 2. If it's 9, it's 2, 3, 4. So that... Does that actually help me in any way at all? I don't know if that really helped me, but I feel excited about it. Does that... That doesn't... Oh, it does kind of carry over here. Not in exactly the same way. But just... There's never a 6 on here. We see 1 and we see 9. There's never a 5 on here. 8 can only go next to 2 or 3 on this puzzle, so it's ruled out. 7 can only go next to 2 on this puzzle, so it's ruled out. So this is low again, I think. So this is high again, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, but we see the 9. 4 could go next to the 10. All these are allowed next to 10s. So one of these is high and one of these is low to make 9. I feel like there's a further deduction here that I'm just missing. But remember, there's an invisible 8-9 pair here. I think maybe we just have to think about this. I'm feeling resistant to it, but 4 can go next to 1 in this puzzle. This can only be a 7 if this is double 2. Definitely 2 in here. I don't know if I fully thought through this, really. But now I want to think about this one. So, we obviously see 1. We see 5 and 6. 2 would mean that there was a 9 in here. But we actually think there is a 9. It's possible for there to be a 9 here. 3 would mean a 7 there or there. Egg, how's it going? The 16 cage? Uh-oh, did I get it wrong? This is a 10. So this 6 is indexing this 10. Is that right? I hope. Please tell me it's right. If it's wrong, I don't want to know. Okay, Cheese is messing with me now. This can never be a 9. Well, that's a similar thing to think about here, actually. That's worth considering. 1, 5, and 6 are visible here, but we're never going to have a 9 in a cage. And these, I think, actually can't be 8s either, right? I think they max out at 7. So I think there's no 8s in those either. So we do have, like... the 7, 8, 9 triple is just lurking in the darkness there. One of these is definitely a 9. No, this is just an 8, 9 pair, right? I'm saying 8 can't go in here. We can never have... Right? 9s don't ever go in cages, and because it's not right on the edge, 8s don't go. So this is just an 8, 9 pair. So that's not a 7. I don't know if that helps me in any way. Yeah, Egg, obviously this is a 10. I don't know what the confusion is all about. Okay, probably we need to actually think about these even though I don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in both cases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7 is indexing the last digit here. Oh, yeah. One of these is absolutely a 7, obviously. Right. One of these has to be a 7. It is a requirement. Because where else are we going to put 7? And the 7 is this 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has to look this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 2 is here or here. So there's this weird 2, 7 pair. Either that is 2 and 7 or that is 2 and 7. But it means one of these is absolutely a 2. Right? Because one of these is 7, one of these is a 2. So that rules 2 out of here. So one of those is going to be 7 indexing a 2, for sure. That means the other one is going to be a low digit indexing either... Yeah, what's it going to be? Either a 3 with a 6
or a 4 with a 5. So if it was 3 with a 6, it would be 1, 2, 3. That is not a 6. 1, 2, 3. That is not a 6. So 3 does not index inward. 3 would have to index down. 4 would have to index with a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 also has to index down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 with the 6 or 4 with the 5. 3 with the 6 or 4 with the 5. Oh, there's a 2, 3 pair right here. Good grief, that's not a 3. So if this was a 4, it would have to index. That is not a 5. 4. Yeah, the 2, 7's good. That was great. I like that. Helio, this is a great puzzle. I feel like I'm going through it very slowly, but I like that. Those restrictions are really interesting, especially in this configuration, like the 9 twins here, because they have like inverted parity. Like there's just, yeah, there's cool stuff going on. But I don't think I quite understand yet. The thing that's also going to be funny. Well, the 2 is very flexible. So if this were the 3 would have to index 6 going south. That would be a 6, which feels okay. If one of these is definitely a 2, the other one is definitely, it rules the 7 out. But what's weird actually is the 7 is already ruled out. Sorry, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? If I put a 7 here, I'm definitely putting a 2 over here, and I'm ruling this 7 out, but I already just ruled that a 7 out. So that was a statement that made very little sense, because I could still have a 4 next to the 1. So can this be a 6? It sort of feels like it can be. So we have a weird invisible 7-2. The 2 can go with anybody, annoyingly. 2 is a promiscuous digit in this puzzle. Gosh, it feels so close on this, but I'm just missing something. The 4 would mean a 5 here, which seems okay, or 5 here, which seems okay. I don't feel quite there yet. The opposing 7 does end up in the middle row, which would be fine to be here because we're saying the 2 goes with the 7. I don't know. I feel like I want to pencil mark this just because we haven't yet, and you can see that it can't be super high, which is nice, like because it keeps it in the neighborhood, you know? So we can see there's an 8-9 pair and a 7 looking at it. Oops. What did I just do? We know that we can't index a 5 inside a 10. Indexing a 1 would be like a 1 index, making that a 9 would be kind of interesting. Or a 2 with an 8 would also be kind of interesting. Annoyingly, a 3 with a 7 is valid there. Um, a 4 with the 6. So the 6, that would have to be, this would have to be a 3, right? Oh no, sorry, either of those could be. Is that the 2-3 pair you were trying to get me to look at 7 hours ago or something? Or is there, what am I missing now? There's probably, are there other pairs that are just staring me right in the face that I'm missing? Probably. It's probably tremendously obvious pairs. Oh, that's kind of interesting with the, I was just, I guess I was advocating for the idea that it was 2-7. I don't really know if that's true, but that definitely puts pressure here. Well, something can escape in the middle. Okay, I don't know that I fully remember. There's an invisible 8-9 there. Don't forget. Also, I'm probably forgetting. Like, if we put an 8 here, this is required to be a 2-4 pair. 4 would require a 7. That was 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So that would be an 8. There would be a 7 here, and this would be a 4 because we had to put a 2, 3. If this is an 8, that is a 2, 3. What are we doing? Probably just, maybe I should just think about Sudoku for like 5 seconds. Because it might be helpful. This is an 8 or 9 in here, but I don't know which. There's definitely an 8-9 pair there, but there's an 8 or a 9. And I think it's okay for the 2 to have a 9, for this to still be an 8, I think. Wait, right. And I was wrong earlier when I was talking about the 8-9 pair. Whatever this is, whatever part of the 8-9 pair is the same as this. It doesn't see this. So I can't rule 8 out of here, for example. Or can I? Whatever, I don't think so, because this digit is in here. So it's over here. Because it's either the 9 or it's 8 in this box, which would have to be here. So this digit lives like this. And this other digit, I don't know where it lives. Anyway, I wasn't quite done with my pencil marking yet. I don't think. It was... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Helio, were you just trolling me, complimenting me on using this 2-3 pair while completely not paying attention at all to this? Oh my gosh. How do I miss? Oh boy. My only excuse is I was blinded by this cage and I was not seeing this 2-3 as it. Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. Well, sorry everybody. That did end up being a 4, which requires a double 9, right? That still holds true even in this puzzle because we can't have 1s here. Why couldn't this be a 1? Oh, because of that one. So we ruled 9 out of here, which means we ruled 2 out of here, right? Well, we already know 2's over here, but we ruled it out of there for sure. So that's a 2, a 3, a 4. Does put the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. But also this 2-3 pair, that could still be a 9 actually, because that's the 8. Next the 9, that's the 9. Because 4 was what would allow an 8 there, but we didn't end up with an 8 anyway. Gosh, how do I miss such a... See, this is what tomatoes are for. Someone should have been throwing hundreds of tomatoes at the 2-3 pair. What I'm trying to say is it's your fault, not mine. We get a 6-7 pair, so that seems to make this an 8, and this is 6. These are high digits in this puzzle. This is gray. These are still low digits in this puzzle. We lost the 8 here, but the 1 is still very permissive. We lost the 9 here, but the 1 is still very permissive. So we have addressed this 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is exciting. We have not yet addressed this. We have a pretty good idea about it. We've addressed one of these, but not the other. Oh, wait. Sorry, what did I do wrong? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Sevens were still valid on the wings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for calling that out. That would have been a sad story. So we rolled a restricted 9 a little bit. So we get our 2, 3 pair. We rolled 4 out of here. But that doesn't matter because anything could go under this 9, 1 pair. 9. We lost 9 here, but the 1 is very permissive. We get a 1, 7 pair here with the 2, 3, 4. So this is like 5, 6, 8, 9. And the 8s are seen on this side. And the 9s are seen on this side. And 9 is also seen here. So apparently... Yes, I could fill in the... Well, let's fill in the 9s now. Let's just do it. Can I? Do I know all the 9s yet? I know a lot of 9s. We did put an 8 over here. We care about that? I don't know if we care about that. The 1, 7. 7, the 2. The 2 could work with 1 or 7. Oh, right. Okay, wait. That's kind of interesting. This is what we said. Sorry. The side that ends up with the... This 7 can only go next to a 2, right? So it's going to be 7, 2, and the 7. So the 1 is going to go on the side that has the 3, 4. But that seems okay because the 1 will allow the 3 or the 4. So maybe that doesn't actually tell me anything. But that is cool. There's like a weird symmetry going on there. I feel like we should think about... Do we learn anything yet that really means anything? We knew that meant 6 here, or 5 here or here. So maybe we just don't quite know. Oh, okay. We learned some things about this. 9 is not 1 away. 8 could be 2 away. 7 could be 3 away. 6 could be 4 away. 4 could be 6 away. Never mind, that was not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. There's definitely an 8 in here. Those 7s. Jeepers. Oh my gosh, the 2, 3 again. Oh my gosh, Helio, how this whole puzzle is 2, 3 pairs and I just can't. Okay, I actually did see that one before you made fun of me. I did see, I will at least say that I saw that one, and like a 1/10 of a second later you made fun of me. Well deserved. Okay, we got a 4, 7 pair, which is going to pull the 4s out of here, which is not that helpful. Is there like a 4th 2, 3 pair? There's just 2, 3 pairs all everywhere I look is 2, 3 pairs. This whole puzzle, it's all 2, 3 pairs. It's 2, 3 pairs all the way down. So the way this is going to look is with 7, 2, 7, 1, 3, 4. I wasn't keeping track of what I just said. But you get the idea. 9 is a high digit. Okay, I'm looking for 2s and 3s now. There's 2s and 3s in this puzzle. They're all over the place. This puzzle's lousy with them. It feels like... I guess not. The 7 has to go with the 2 in that land. These are fine. 8 is fine next to a 3. We did know that the... Oh, okay. So that does mean... Right. Okay, this is not a 2. Because 2 required this to be a 9. 9 would have to be here or here for this to be a 2. So that's the 3. That's the 2. These 2s and 3s finally out of my life. Get these 2s and 3s out of here. I've had enough of these 2s and 3s. That means this is the 8. And that means this is the 8. Is that true? Let me check both directions. And that means this one's happy. Oops. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's no 8 in here. We're still saying this 4. Well, that's funny. I mean, one of these is definitely a 7, and this 4 is indexing it. So does that just mean this 4 is done? What else did we learn today? Two over there, 3 over here. Just gotta keep tabs on these 2s and 3s. They're very sneaky. That 9, we didn't learn about it yet, did we? We got so many 8s and 9s. Oh my gosh. Helio, we're still not done yet. There's still 2, 3 up here. Anything could happen. Or wait, are you trying to tell me that they are untangled and I didn't actually untangle them? Because that would be funny. Where are the rest of the 2s in this puzzle? This 2-3 pair. Okay. I don't trust it. There's still 2s and 3s floating around. I will not rest until those 2s and 3s are eliminated. I don't trust them one bit. What are these people doing? What is the 4 indexing? The 4 is definitely indexing a 5 looking down, right? One of these digits is a 5. That seems true. This could be indexing either one of these. I haven't checked on this person for a while. This is not a 2, because that would need a 9 in one of those. A 3 would need an 8 in one of these. It's not a 3. A 4 would need a 7. Can this be a 7? I don't know. 5 would need a 6. 6 would need a 5. Can't be a 6. If it was a 6, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would need to be a 5. This can't be a 5 because it's a 10, and this can't be a 5 because there's an invisible 5 either here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4 that is indexed by one of the 4s. So that's not a 5. So this is not a 6. So that means that 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel proud of that. I don't know if it was very helpful, but I feel proud of it. That this is a 4 with a 7, or this is a 5 with a 6. So there is a secret 6-7 pair in here, right? Is this actually true? Because I think this is an important thing if it's true. If this is a 4, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 is a 7. If this is a 4, there's definitely a 7 here. So that's a 6, 7 pair. If this is a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is a 6 and that's a 7. So this is a 1. Oops. So that's the, oh my gosh. That is the 1, that is the 7. This is the 7, this is the 2, that's the 3, the 4. That is not a 2 or a 4. That is the 6, that is the 7, the 8. We get a 6, 7 pair in the middle. These are high digits. This is a medium. This is a low. That was good. I like that. That was very... I like those invisible pairs are really cool. I really like that. So this is definitely indexing down. We just don't know. Well, no, we do know. It's the 6 because the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 needs a 7 here. Right? So this has to be the 5 with the 6, so that's a 5. And that's a 7, and that's a 6. Oh, because of the 7. Eliminate the 4s from up here. Or from here, you mean? That can't push a 4 there? Okay, I'd have to go back and look at it. I think I understand what you mean. So that was... Did we just box 9 in? Is this the only place 9 can be? 9, 9, 9. Okay, so that's the 9. So we finally get the 9s. Egg has been waiting for years for this, to get these 9s. That is a gray digit. Now I'm going to try to do a normal German whisper and screw up because these rules will have ruined me. I see. I like my way better. I like my I like using the remote, the invisible pairs. Felt more fun to me. So the 3 with the 7 is still okay. The 6 with the 4 is maybe still okay. Feels like there's a reason that doesn't quite work. Oh, okay. See, I did it the official. It's a 2. No, that's not right. It's not a 2-8 pair. What is that? It's a 2-4 pair. So this is 3 and 6 and some other digit known as 1. So we get the 4 and the 2, and we get, that is not a 3, and that's not a 6. So the 6 indexing down, I don't know, still seems possible. Seems like we have got 2 over yonder. These are all low digits, which hurts me to color them. These are low digits. I don't know why I'm still coloring, because it feels like we haven't used parity a ton for a while, but it doesn't matter. So I will continue to do it. Chariot darts could show up at any second, and the last thing I want to do is fail an inspection. Oh, right. Oh, gosh. Okay, this 7 indexes this 2. And this 4 indexes a 5 we have yet to place. So that does give us a 5 here, which gives us a 5 down here, which probably does something. This is a 1 or a 6 or a 7. And this sees 6 and 7. So that is the 1, that's the 7, that's the 6, the 3. So this 3 is fine because it indexes this 7 already. That gives us the 1 here. These are both low. This is gray. And that traps the 3 over here. That's a... Oh, this is gray. That's a gray digit. How did that end up? orange. Glad I didn't make a mistake because of that. We have 5 in this box. 5, as everyone knows, is a very low digit. 7 is a high digit in all parts of the world. Pushed our 5 down here. How do we not know about the... Oh, yeah, we do. Well, kind of. This needs a 4, 7. That's the 4, that's the 7. Low, medium, low and high. Oh my gosh, did I make... Oh, how could I? I think you mean you spy some blue 10s, because these are obviously 10s, and everyone knows that. This is not a 1. This is a 10. This is a 5. Why is this? Okay, my colors are just all ruined now. This is a 4-5 pair, with that being the 5 and that being the 4. 4 and 5 are low digits. This, I think, is an 8, which is high. That puts the 5 down here. We finished our whispers and all of our cages. This 5 was looking at this 6, right? So it's done. 6 and 8. 6 is neutral, 8 is high. We need 1, 2. So this is 4. Oh my gosh, there's still a 2, 3 lurking around, waiting to get me. This is also a 4. And this is a 1 and a 6. That's the 1, that's the 6, which is gray. 1 is obviously a high digit because it's not a 1 at all, it's a 10. Okay, it's time to stand up, but it's okay because we're almost done. We finally get rid of the last accursed pair, and our final digit is a blue 3. Wow, Helio, that was so good. LM, I don't know that I ever have. I would absolutely like to. I think I'm done solving for today, but I would absolutely... Thanks, Helio. That was so good. There were some really beautiful moments in this puzzle. I really liked it. I love the way that everything bounced around. I love those like invisible pairs that are impossible to pencil mark in a sane way, so you just have to keep them in your brain. Really enjoyed that. Nice work. Ellum, I think I'm done for today, but I would definitely like to. So if you want to suggest a couple, I would be glad to look at them. I'm behind on some Blobs has some new puzzles too. We'll do some blobbery. Ellum, is there one that you suggest? Oh, thanks, Helio. Thank you. Thank you for setting these amazing puzzles. What difficulty range? You know, it's less about what my preference is, and it's more what everyone's tolerance is, knowing how bad I am at solving on stream. You know, because I can make a 4-star out of a 1-star any day of the week. But I can also sometimes make a 3-star out of a 4-star if I happen to see it. So I think I would just like something that's sort of unique and clever, and I'm not as worried about difficulty, unless it's like 5 stars, and then probably not going to get it. This puzzle was a very nice. LM, let me just, I'll look at one of your puzzles, and then I'll make a note of it to solve next time, because I think I should probably go eat some food. Or stand up or walk around or something. Okay. We have... Why didn't that work? Whoa, that was weird. I'm like stuck in some... Awesome. Chrome is a great piece of software. Just kidding. It's garbage. And now Chrome is just broken, so I can't interact with Twitch or anything. This is amazing. Really? I tried to drag a URL onto Chrome, and now Chrome doesn't work anymore. I don't even know if I'm still streaming, actually, because Chrome is frozen. So maybe I'm still streaming. Okay, let me... What an awful piece of software. Okay, I will be right back, chat. I know I just doxed my task list. Don't look. I don't think there's anything embarrassing here. Why is 1Password running 3 different processes? I hate this. All the Adobe garbage that runs and all the Autodesk garbage that runs. Look at all this garbage. Okay, let's try to restore pages. Did it not restore my Twitch chat? There it is. Okay. Can we... So how dare I try to drag a URL? So what do we have here? Ampersandwich. Oh, I love that. So these are like Rinban between lines. Non-repeating between lines. Oh, sorry, they're not like Rinban. So what is that? They're not to be consecutive. What is that term for like no repetition? Maybe it's just non-repeating. I thought there was a word for it. Exclusive? Maybe not. Okay, that looks super fun. And Helio, thanks so much. I love the look of this. See, the problem is you're trying to lure me in. I'm a sucker for a good looking grid. Okay, I'm not going to fall for it this time because this is how I end up streaming for like 6 hours and then pass out from hunger. So LM, I will definitely take a look at these next time. They look super good. I will drop as a reminder. We'll drop this in Discord for myself. Okay. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. As always, thanks for your patience. Helio, thanks for the amazing puzzles. And I will see you next time. Bye. Life is yours. I didn't say thank you to you. Life is yours. I love you. I hope you're doing well. It's always a treat to see you show up again. Okay, I'm going to leave for real this time. Goodbye. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You normally don't stop by for Sudoku stream. We've got to do so much stuff. I've got to finish Figaro. We've got to finish this thing. Now that I have a nice printer, we got to do it. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. You're the best. See you later.